All right, so now we're going to do some more. Now we have, again, it looks like a constant times an exponential plus another constant. So j of x is going to be equal to, well, we're just going to keep that 4.2 out in front. Now this is going to give us the ln of 0.8 times 0.8 to the x. Now plus 3.5, when we take that, that's going to be plus 0 because that derivative of a constant is 0. And so I think what we would end up with here, oh, that's the prime there, j prime of x is equal to 4.2 times ln of 0.8 times 0.8 to the x. And that's as far as you would have to take that one. Okay. Now we've got one with the ln, so that's going to be a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we have g prime of x equals, now we'll take a derivative of the first, which is 0, and then we have the derivative of this part. Well, that's going to be a minus 7 times, now the ln of x, when we take the derivative of that, that's 1 over x. Okay, and so this is 0, so this just becomes a negative 7 over x, and that's going to be our g prime of x. Okay, now you could leave it as a negative 7 times 1 over x, and that would be fine, but I just went ahead and simplified and took the negative 7 times 1, got a negative 7 over my x. Okay, this time n prime of x is equal to, now we're again taking just a constant times something, so 14 times, now the derivative of sine of x is what? Well, that's equal to the cosine of x, and so it's just cosine x. So 14 cosine x is going to be the derivative of 14 sine x. Okay. All right, so that was simple. Let's go on to these last two. All right, so this one, we have a combination. We have ln x on the first one and the sine of x on the next one. So what do we get? Well, g prime of x is equal to, well, we're going to have 6 times, well, the derivative of ln of x is 1 over x minus 13 times. Now the sine of x is going to give us cosine x. And so that gives us 6 over x minus 13 cosine x. Okay, so that would be our derivative of our original function that we were given. And again, this is a subtraction, so it's really, this could be looked at as, a of x minus b of x, and so then you have to take the derivative of a minus the derivative of b, and that's how we're working our way through this. Same thing with this one. Okay, so now this one we have a cosine. So now we have to remember a cosine because we haven't done one of those yet. So f prime of t, now I'll probably end up switching these to x's, but is going to be, well, we have our constant 0.07. Now the cosine of t, when we take the derivative of that, that gives us a negative sine of t. And then we have minus 4.7. Now the derivative of sine is just cosine, so that's cosine t. So simplified, that gives us negative 0.07 sine t minus 4.7 cosine t. And that's going to give us our derivative. Okay. Now again, you can't simplify that any further, no factoring out anything. It's just leave it as that, and we're good to go there. All right, so let's stop there and let's go to application problems next.